5:29 with Charlie Tuna. With a pretty full moon, why not? Starbuck.
Feels right.
TenQ. Moonlight's 5:33 with Charlie Tuna here in the Moonlight. Any strange urges come over you with a full moon? I'm always right here at the end of the telephone. 520 WINS. The Village People. TenQ. Down at the YMCA. That's the Village People with Charlie Tuna. 5:36. You need assistance in locating a qualified child care center? Just contact the Childcare Referral Service for free referrals. Call this number 294-5231. A little later on this morning, everybody always gets up in the morning, and we have facetiously checked out some astrology tables for people both in the newspaper and on the telephone, the Gene Dixon service back in New York City. But now there's a scientist out who has some bad news for astrology buffs. He is the head of the Astronomical Society of the Pacific and says since astrology was invented 2,000 years ago, the Earth's position in relation to the stars has changed. And now all the astrological tables are out of kilter. I'll get a hold of him a little later on this morning, and we'll see exactly what sign you're under now.
Now is the most exciting 15 West Huntington Drive, just east off the 210 freeway in Monrovia, at the sign of the cat.
Keep it coming. We do. It's 5:38. KC on 10Q. KC, keep it coming. Charlie Tuna, it's 5:42. This is chilly weather out this morning. It's 43 at Civic Center. Going to be high today, eventually in the upper 60s. The biggest thing going is sweaters. Yesterday I was in a shop and the clerk was trying to sell me one for $125. So sure, the price is a little high, but it's made from a very special breed of sheep whose native habitat is the most inaccessible in remote reaches of the Himalayan mountains. It's a beautiful yarn. And I said, and you tell it well, my friend. Whatever I call you, Kenny Loggins and Stevie Nicks. I love duets. You want to jump in and make this a trio, you can sing right along with it. Whatever I call you, Kenny Loggins, Stevie Nicks with Charlie Tuna. It's 5:46.
I'm in my bed with this
TenQ, killing me softly with his songs. Now here's the man who kills you with his news, Boyd R. at 5:50.
Hi there. I got a million of them.
Take my news, please.
Yes.
I have a little inner office memo from another radio station. You like to hear the behind. This is actually at a Hank Grant's column in the Hollywood Reporter this morning.
All right.
It says, Gypsy Boots has been appearing on this station frequently in one way or another, always promoting some event he's involved in. As of today, Gypsy Boots will no longer be heard at any time on boop, 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 boop. Yes, the station.
Yes, the station. I don't
It's
know.
the same station that was told to settle down in the morning and stop clowning around.
Oh,
There's somebody else doing it.
Right.
We're the only clowns left in the morning.
That's true. I figure we ought to keep it up just for,
We will.
just for drill. I like, however, talk about getting up in the morning and how it feels. I like this. Los Angeles police say a pajama-clad 2-year-old boy, Eddie Ramirez, escaped his babysitter's watchful eye yesterday by the driver until he'd ridden some 2 miles. Then the driver noticed that kid in the sleeper wasn't one of the regulars and called the supervisor. The babysitter, meanwhile, had called the police saying, "Where'd he go?" I did that once. I tried to ride the train to work with my father, only I took the one a half an hour after his left. And statistics show the grape is beating out the orange. The Agriculture Department says Americans are drinking nearly twice as much wine as they are orange juice.
You mean Nebraska should go to the Grape Bowl this year?
No, but that's the mistake I made last night. But then again, none of the chill either. We're going to have a high of at least 68 at 10Q.
5:57. A little note in the paper in the sports today about Joe Namath's Super Bowl ring. 1969, turned up in a pawn shop yesterday in Enid, Oklahoma. He had it stolen a couple of years ago along with his luggage. The ring was never recovered. The luggage was. Now Joe knows where his ring is. Double vision.
Feeling down and dirty.
KTNQ, Los Angeles 10Q, 5:59. Good morning, this is Charlie Tuna on LA's only rock and roll radio station, 10Q. 10Q. Oh, what a night. December 1963. It's the last time I had a real good look at Santa Claus' list of bad little girls. Well, I was sitting on his lap telling him what toys I wanted, and I just looked over and there it was. 6:03. It's going to be chilly morning at eventually warming up to a high, they say, of 68. Tomorrow near 70. 43 at Civic Center. The Beach City's 46. In Orange County, it's 43. And in the Valley, 41. We have the way to tell you exactly how cold it is, and it's not like the wind chill factor or the thermal index or any of the other scientific art forms, there's one way that will really nail it down, and I'll try and get to that here in the next 60 minutes. We have the morning breakfast cereal coming up here with Jimmy and Rosalind down on White House and Pennsylvania Avenue, and a little later on, this date in history this hour. And I also need some birthday singers, if I can get one out there at 520 WINS in the next couple of minutes. Robinson's Disco Skate is going to be held this Sunday, November 19th at 2 p.m. at Robinson's Beverly Hills Garden Patio. And I'll be on hand to MC this. This is the newest thing going around, disco skating, starring Bobby Benton's Rock and Rollers, Penny Marshall, Eric Estrada, Stockard Channing, Fabian, Eve Arden, and Gail Gordon. How about that for a lineup? All from the CBS television special, premiering November 20th at 8 p.m. on Channel 2. The show is produced by Sid and Marty Croft. They'll be there. Come see championship skaters Disco on Wheels, too. They're wearing the latest disco skating fashions by Laguna Sportswear. There'll be a fashion show, prizes, a skating tournament. Best thing of all, it's all free. All you have to do is bring your skates and enter the disco skating tournament if you'd like to, as gift certificates, gun runner skates by Mattel and Laguna Sportswear to be awarded to the best disco skaters in 2 categories, individual guy and gal and couple. Pick up your entry forms at Robinson's Beverly Hills. The forms must be returned to Robinson's Beverly Hills by noon Saturday, November 18th. So make plans for a Sunday afternoon at Robinson's Beverly Hills Disco Skate on the garden patio. We'll see you out there. Robinson's.
Birth Control Institute, they care.
6:06. Well, as long as we got the piano moved into the studio this morning, banged out December 1963. How about something new? Billy Joel, My Life. I love this. Down at 52nd Street on 10Q. 10Q. I don't know if you're anything like me, but man, when that comes on in my car radio, I just turn it up and sing along with it. People look and stare and see me moving my lips, but that's the song, My Life, Billy Joel. 6:10 with Charlie Tuna, the breakfast cereal, in just a couple of minutes. Since 1973, the Feminist Women's Health Center has been offering high-quality, low-cost care. Call the Feminist Women's Health Center, 936-6293 for more info. 6:10 in the morning, and on the telephone here to help me out with my birthday song I need for the next little announcement, I have Donna. Morning, Donna.
Good morning.
Are you the prima donna?
Huh?
Are you the prima donna we've heard so much about?
No, but close.
Okay, Donna. Well, we need happy birthday to dear Mickey Mouse in the background while I do this next commercial, okay?
Okay.
All right. Now, what's happened here? I've also had a lady named Kathy called up, and since I can't put 2 people on the air at once, I've already got Kathy in the can, so to speak, and I'll have her singing along with you, so we'll have a duet. Unbeknownst to you, probably, you won't be able to hear her unless your radio's on in the background, okay?
Okay.
All right. So you go ahead and take it on 1 and 2 and hit it.
Happy birthday to you.
Mickey Mouse is 50 years old, and on November 18th and 19th, Disneyland is throwing him the biggest and brightest birthday party a mouse ever had. With free posters, a special parade. It works. Give me one more chorus from you, though. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe I can rewind and Kathy here, and we'll take it again, okay?
Okay.
All right. A special parade with original and... Go ahead, Donna. Special parade with original and new Mouseketeers and daytime fireworks. And kids under 12 who bring Mickey a card are eligible to win their next birthday party at Disneyland. Join Mickey and his friends at Disneyland this Saturday. This Saturday till 7, Sunday till 9. It's Mickey and the friends. Thanks, Donna.
You're welcome.
You are a Mickey Mouse lady.
At 6:30, because that's the way you want it.
In San Diego, watch News Center 39. News when you're ready to watch it every night at 6:30.
6:12. Another breakfast cereal. 6:15 on 10Q. 10Q and alive again. Chicago, Charlie Tuna. 6:19, coming up on 6:20, and now here he is, the forerunner or father of spontaneous human combustion. It's Boyd R. Boy, I could use a little bit of that to keep warm this morning.
We have a suspected case from Las Vegas. No, we don't. Some guy was so hot at the tables.
Now, these people maybe who have to go to work by 7:30 or so, or school, probably don't have any idea what we're talking about because we brought
Well,
it up.
neither do we, so
No.
it's fair, that way.
Just the fact that we're all sort of walking pieces of dynamite. At any moment, you could burst into flame for no reason at all.
Well, that's the extreme form of it.
Yes.
We must stress that the recorded cases seem to center around high consumption of volatile liquids like alcohol in a closed environment with extreme heat. Like drinking a lot of brandy and sitting in front of the fire could actually cause you to ignite. Anyway, on to other subjects, if we may.
Yes.
Although I don't know if this is an improvement, but if you want to start a rumor, start it in the South. They'll believe anything down there. Remember that place? That's not true as far as anybody can tell, including Mr. Kroc. Now McDonald's Corporation has to deny a rumor that has damaged sales at numerous restaurants that the fast food chain is beefing up its hamburger meat with worms.
Oh, no.
It has caused some financial damage to some stores. They say the rumor apparently started in Chattanooga, Tennessee in August. Somebody...
The early bird gets the hamburger.
Yes, have more than a Big Mac attack. From the TenQ newsroom, TenQ.
626. Talking about the taxes, I was looking at Carter's tax bill. It allows you, what is it, a $1,000 exemption now for each of your dependent children? That takes care of the phone bill. What about the rest? Oh, where's our Herald Examiner paper boy today, Boyd? You know him better than I. He has not arrived yet.
Well, I have 2 copies in here. You want one?
Oh, okay. I'll take one from you then.
Okay. I made up my morning paper. You know. The one we had was awful.
TenQ. With this hour, you'll hear more of the best boogie in Southern California. 6:32. Good morning. This is Charlie Tuna with the Steve Miller Band. TenQ, that's Steve Miller Band, and Fly Like an Eagle. It's Charlie Tuna at 6:37. Chilly morning so far. It's going to be slightly warmer later on. The 68-degree high is predicted for today. Tomorrow after 70. The temperature rundown is 41 in the Valley, 43 in Orange County, and 43 at the Civic Center today. Are you a time thief? I was reading a thing last night about time thieves may be costing U.S. business $80 billion a year in lost production. That's about double the estimated loss of $40 billion a year from employee pilferage, arson, shoplifting, kickbacks, and embezzlement. Guy's name is Robert Half. He is the head of an executive headhunting firm and expert on the subject. Says employers and supervisors themselves are often the most blatant time thieves, setting horrible examples by taking off for golf games, long lunches on company time. But almost all of us are guilty at one time or another of stealing time. The crimes include consistently arriving at work late and leaving early. Well, now, how can I do that? Habitual long lunch hours, well, taking time off for fake illnesses, excessive socializing on the job. Perhaps Boyd and I should knock it off. And excessive personal phone calls. Well, I have to make these calls you people want to hear. The practices are so widespread, few feel guilty about them, but business experts claim time thievery has created a dramatic drop in the U.S. rate of productivity compared to other nations where there is better discipline. 6:38. I just stole another minute.
Let's eavesdrop.
You make Presto Amino naturally.
From the Freeman Cosmetic Corporation, naturally available at all Albertsons. 6:39, update on the morning traffic. Northbound Harbor Freeway, north of 8th Street. There's a 4-car banger that's blocking the number 2 lane. Westbound Artesia Freeway, west of Alameda, another 4-car get-together. And the northbound San Diego Freeway, south of the Laguna Freeway interchange. Some sort of problem there. They're calling for the fire rescue equipment. We'll keep you posted on that. 6:39, and Pablo Cruz on TenQ. TenQ. Don't want to live without it. Pablo Cruz. Charlie Tuna. 6:43. We have this date in history coming up, but as always, we have an addition or two to make to the list. Incidentally, people call and they say, how do I get on their birthday list? So all you have to do is give me a call about 20 till 7 to 520 WINS, LA in the Valleys, Orange County, 977-1020, and we'll see if we can sneak you in. Like Krista on the telephone here as a birthday wish. Hi, Krista.
Hi.
Where are you calling from?
South Milk.
And you have a birthday for who today?
My mom.
Who's your mom?
Terrell Merrill.
Terrell Merrill?
Uh-huh.
Sounds like a show business name. All right. Well, happy birthday to Mom, Terrell Merrill today. Yeah, do you know how old she is?
She says 29.
29. She'll always be 29, Terrell. Terrell Merrill. Okay, thanks, Krista.
Bye.
6:43, and it's time once again for This Date in History. Today is Wednesday, November 15th, the 319th day of 1978. Well, in addition to Terrell Merrill, those celebrating their birthdays include Petula Clark, who said Gesundheit, 45 today. C.W. McCall, that's Big 10-4, is 50 today. Dave Clark, remember the Dave Clark 5, is 36. Senator Howard Baker of Tennessee is 53. The late Clyde McPhatter, also born on this date in 1933. He died in 1972. And And those born include British Prime Minister William Pitt on this date in 1708. His mother forgot to take her pit stop pill. In 1492, the first recorded reference to tobacco was made by Christopher Columbus, noting in his journal the use of it by Indians he had found in the New World. Put that in your peace pipe and smoke it. In 1806, explorer Zebulon Pike sighted the Rocky Mountain peak that he named. You're all familiar, I'm sure, with the peak called Harold. On this date in 1864, Atlanta, Georgia was burned by Union forces under General William Sherman, another victim of spontaneous human combustion. In 1920, the first assembly of the League of Nations was called to order in Geneva, Switzerland, so they could all be near their bank accounts. And in 1948, William Mackenzie King retired as Prime Minister of Canada after serving a record 21 years, 5 months, and 5 days in the post. Some Watergate defendants didn't serve that long. That's the way it is. This date in history.
San Francisco,
1842. A reputation at stake.
6:46, just a second. Somebody's on the phone. You want to know who I said birthday-wise was?
Did you say Dick Clark or Dave Clark?
Dave Clark.
Who's Dave Clark?
How old are you?
I'm 14.
14. Oh, that's right. You wouldn't know. Dave Clark was one of the big English rockers who started over here with the Stones back around 1964. Ever heard of the Dave Clark Five?
No.
Ask Dick Clark then. 6:46. And Ambrosia on 10Q. 10Q. How much I feel. Ambrosia. 6:51 and Charlie Tuna and Boyd R. Britton. I'm feeling old today, Boyd.
How so? Your birthday isn't until next month.
No, April.
April, I mean next spring.
Don't rush it. On this date in history, I had some 14-year-old call up who did not know who Dave Clark was. Of the Dave Clark Five.
That's all right. How many of them remember the Mills brothers?
Yeah, well, that they were around, what was it, the cab driver? When did they have that hit? Around 1970?
Somewhere around then, yeah, I don't know.
I wish I were back.
As a matter of fact, the Mills brothers are in the news. Harry Mills, one of the brothers.
I wish I were in high school again, particularly Fairfax. I was looking over our city news budget. Bernadette Peters is going to be over there to douse the world's largest cigarette.
Yes, they will light it. However, they will proceed to douse it.
The Great American Smokehouse, that's tomorrow, isn't it?
I guess so.
We don't smoke, so I guess neither one of us would realize when that goes on.
Yeah. The world's largest cigarette. No, well, it's a waste of time. Well, not for those who need to be inspired. Oh, a couple of notes in the news. The Department of Water and Power says, or will charge you for taking them down because they create hazards that says for DWP employees. And, Showbiz Kids, the North American Soccer League, perhaps with their Commissioner Henry Kissinger helping broker the deal, has signed to be televised on ABC. 5 regular season games and 3 playoffs next couple of years. All right.
That's about it for Mr. Sports, huh?
Yeah, that's all I'm going to get into until we get to the scores. But meantime, from the 10Q newsroom, 10 before 7. Fate for the rest of the 68 at 10Q.
6:57. Oh, I had a call from a student at Fairfax High, Boyd.
Yeah.
In case you're interested, the world's largest cigarette, 7 feet 6 inches. Probably wrap a spontaneous human combustion victim in there, and you'd never know it. Stones on the Q. KTNQ, Los Angeles 10Q. 7 o'clock with Charlie Tuna on LA's only rock and roll radio station, 10Q. 10Q. Do it again. Steely Dan. Charlie Tuna, 704. Calling right now, Hell, Michigan, just to see how cold it is in hell this morning. For those who feel a little chilly here in Los Angeles. It's supposed to be fair and warmer later on, and a high around 68 eventually. It's 43 at Civic Center is the last temperature we have. 2 ringy-dingies. It's funny, usually they're right there. This is the Hell Chamber of Commerce number that we're dialing. Oops, what's this? Hello? Hello?
I'm answering you on a recorded announcement.
What?
The number you have dialed is not in service at this time.
Oh, no.
Please check the number before dialing again to be sure you're calling the right number.
But I am.
If you need assistance, please call your operator. Thank you.
Now, does anybody real live person talk like that? You don't have to tell me your recorded announcement. Well, that's Hell Michigan's Chamber of Commerce, and
I'm answering you on a recorded announcement.
I know. Maybe the place froze over.
All right, Evans. Think of gift giving. Think of National Semiconductor. The longest name in digital watches.
706 on 10Q. 10Q. Gino Vanelli. Just want to stop. Charlie Tuna here at 710. Well, let's stop and take a morning look at traffic. Southbound Hollywood Freeway, north of the 4 level. They have a collision there, snagging both the number 1 and 4 lanes. Northbound San Diego Freeway, Laguna Freeway interchange in Orange County. A semi-trailer truck over the side. Southbound Santa Ana Freeway near the Goodrich exit. A stalled vehicle hanging up traffic there. Also on the southbound Hollywood Freeway near Alvarado's off-ramp, a 5-car bang-up with 1 injury blocking the number 3 lane. Westbound Santa Monica Freeway at Cloverfield, a stalled vehicle number in the traffic, doesn't say which lane. And eastbound Garden Grove Freeway near Bristol, an accident reported. 7:10, it's going to be chilly after some fair skies and slightly warmer days. A high today should be 68, tomorrow near 70s, so still not too hot out there. The Valley, it's 42. Orange County, it's 44. The Civic Center, it's 44. Overnight low, so far as I know, has been 43. 46 at the beach cities. When you're young and just starting out on your own and you haven't been working at the same job for years like me, what? It's when you need credit to get all the furniture and appliances you need. And that's when you have the most trouble getting it. But not at Julian's Furniture and Appliance Stores. Julian's carries their own contracts. No banks nor finance companies to deal with. And they can give you the credit and terms you want, even if you're only 18 or new on the job or new in town. Right now, Julian's is holding their annual holiday sale. You can save up to 50% and even more on selected items. You can buy on credit for no money down, no payments until February of next year. Get a new TV for as little as $8 a month, a sofa and love seat set from $17 a month, or a complete modular component stereo system with tape for as little as $8 a month. Julian's stores are open 7 days a week, evenings till 8. In Riverside, Julian's is downtown at 4343 Market Street near 14th. In East Los Angeles at the corner of Whittier Boulevard in Esperanza, 1 block west of Indiana, right off the Santa Ana and Pomona freeways, and at Garden Grove at Brookhurst and Westminster, where you can meet Jack Armstrong along with the TenQ Duck in the TenQ van this Saturday, November 18th, from 1 till 3 p.m. in the afternoon. So, that's our TenQ Duck. Get on down to Julian's today. It's 7-Eleven. I'd like to roll one of those in Vegas just once. M.G. Kelly can probably tell you how. Maybe he'll be in tonight on TenQ.
Child in the city.
TenQ. 7:15. Charlie Tuna. TenQ's you into the latest album by Leonard Skinnard. First and Last. The feature album. Tonight at midnight with our own little plumber, Nancy, over here on the Q. TenQ, Bee Gees, Should Be Dancing. Charlie Tuna, 7:19, and joined now by Boyd R. Britton.
Good morning.
I'm a little disappointed.
Why are you a little disappointed?
Well, it says here, actor Eddie Albert will receive a proclamation making him honorary mayor of Long Beach on stage of the Center Theater Convention and Entertainment Center in Long Beach. I got the honorary mayor of Tarzana, and we didn't have any big
Tarzana is not an incorporated city. But then again, consider also that when everybody leaves Long Beach, they're going to leave Eddie Albert holding the bag. That's the only person left. Well, they got their problems down there. I'd hate to be named to their government. Not exactly a compliment, maybe.
Farrah Fawcett makes, for you Farrah Fawcett fans, makes one of her guest appearances on Charlie's Angels, who, incidentally, are coming out with a new Christmas record. They're going to call it, ask me what they're going to call it.
What are they going to call it?
Jiggle Bells.
Okay, let us now praise famous women. Enola Gay, for instance, the lady after whom the plane was named that made the bombing run over Hiroshima. Well, actually, the plane's in the news. A log kept by the co-pilot has been sold to Forbes magazine, who wanted to collect it. It's the highest price ever paid at auction for an autographed American document, $85,000. Allie McGraw's in the news. She ran into a power cable dangling over the Pacific Coast Highway Saturday in her 78 Mercedes. Ooh. She's all right, but it's not. And Indira Gandhi was booed off the stage in London yesterday and splattered with eggs as she tried to address an Indian rally. And death has finally come at the age of 94 for one of the busiest women of this century. By her biography, Izetta Jewel Miller passed away down in La Jolla. She was acting at age 15 in Boston, performed before William Howard Taft the night the Titanic sank San Diego. Izetta Jewel Miller was never at a loss for something to do. From the TenQ News.
7:25. Just a point of curiosity among our building decor today, Boyd.
Yeah.
What are the 3 or 4 rolls of tissue paper sitting all over the stair steps for? Are they planning something that we don't know about out there?
Strange.
Foxy. TenQ. For this hour, you'll hear more of the best boogie in Southern California. Boogie Boogie, 729 with Charlie Tuna and Fleetwood Mac. Fleetwood Mac. Get that if you cross a hamburger with a Cadillac. Charlie Tuna, it's 731. At 520 WINS is my telephone. It's wide open this morning. Orange County, 977-1020. Here's Toto. TenQ, and that's hold the line. It's Charlie Tuna. I'll be right with you. 520 WINS is the telephone. It's 7:35. The morning weather looks like fair skies through tomorrow. Slightly warmer days. High today of 68. Tomorrow near 70. Latest temps we have 46 now at Civic Center. 47 on the beach cities. It's 43 in Orange County. It's really cold out in the valley. 40 degrees and generally clear skies this morning. As far as morning traffic, eastbound Santa Monica Freeway interchange to the northbound Harbor Freeway. There's a stalled vehicle. Westbound San Bernardino Freeway at San Gabriel Freeway. A problem reported there. Northbound Hollywood Freeway, a stalled vehicle blocking Vermont off-ramp. Southbound Pasadena Freeway at Academy Road, another disabled car backing traffic up there. Southbound San Diego Freeway near the interchange with the Santa Monica Freeway, a non-entry fender bender. And the northbound San Diego Freeway near Braddock, a 2 lanes reported snag there due to a 2-car collision. 7:36 at 7 a.m. Lakers SkyTrain Air Passenger Service, Los Angeles to London, still had 329 seats available on today's flight. Imagine 329 empty seats. Take off for London, only $220 one way on a daily direct flight. Don't stand by. Tickets go on sale at 4 a.m. at LA International Airport, the Ambassador Hotel, Disneyland Hotel, Van Nuys Flyaway Bus Terminal, ASUCLA Travel Service, and Jet Exchange in Whittier. Your tickets assure you one of 345 seats available every day. For up to the hour seat availability on SkyTrain service, LA to London, call 213-646-9650. 7:36. Have a little more pink champagne on ice. And can we adjust that mirror on the ceiling? Down at Hotel California, the Eagles on TenQ. TenQ. Eagles. Hotel California. 7:43. Charlie Tuna, sunny 68-degree day coming up. 46 at Civic Center. Being a runaway is tough. If you need some help, give a call to the Peace of Mind National Runaway Hotline. 800-231-6946. That's toll free. 800-231-6946. 7:43. Time now for boys and girls of all ages to gather around the radios for the morning wake-up story. Once upon a time, it was a man's first trip to Hawaii, and he noticed that several of his fellow passengers did not pronounce the state's name as he had assumed it should be pronounced. Anxious not to offend the natives, he approached the first islander he saw and said, "Excuse me, sir, but I wonder if you could tell me if it's pronounced Hawaii or Hawaii." "Hawaii," the man responded. "Oh, thank you very much," said the grateful tourist. "You're welcome," said the man.
At your local Mayfair supermarket.
7:44. Exile on TenQ. TenQ. 7:47. Charlie Tuna, for all you people who think you're an Aries or a Taurus or a Capricorn or an Aquarian, you may not be what sign you think you are. We'll have some revealing news next hour. When will I see you again? 3rd degree. TenQ. When will I see you again? The 3 degrees. That's about all it is outside. It feels like 7:15. Charlie Tuna, joined now by Boyd R. Britton.
And I have messages in bottles.
Oh.
19 years ago, a naval captain on a Chilean Antarctic expedition tossed a note inside a whiskey bottle into the sea.
Uh-huh.
Found this week off the coast of Australia, estimated travel in those southern waters about 20,000 nautical miles. And it's being returned to the captain, who's now a vice admiral 20 years later. Oh, speaking of prizes and awards and things coming. Oh, speaking of bottles, too, I was just noticing in the business news, liquor sales in the Reno area are down about 15% in a lot of stores because people are no longer coming over the line from California now that they have the fair trade laws on liquor pricing and price fixing eliminated here.
thought maybe their Herald's Club is getting a few more winners.
No. Speaking of winners, they say that Sadat and Begin will come to Oslo, Norway next month to accept the 1978 Nobel Peace Prize. However, they're stalled right now working out the treaty.
Listen to this.
I'm confident.
Listen to this man. I give him a keyword and he just transitions right into something.
And also, well, this is my punchline now. The prize of prizes, the Nobel Prize, right? Well, the physicists, Robert Wilson and Arno Penzias of Bell Labs in New Jersey, who won the Nobel Prize in Physics this year for their landmark research in, cosmic radiation and the origin of the universe, have received another present honoring them from the governor of the Garden State. He sent them each a necktie.
What? It's 7:57. We've often talked about the post office, right, Boyd?
Oh, often.
Yes. Well, they had a UFO sighted a couple of weeks ago, and a Coast Guard officer took a picture of it with a 35mm camera. Great shot. Sent it to the Coast Guard district office, but the film has never arrived. And they've had a tracer on it for 3 weeks now, and it looks like the post office has lost it.
Maybe it was beamed up.
Yeah, probably. You never know who's working over there. KTNQ, Los Angeles, TenQ, 8 o'clock with Charlie Tuna on LA's only rock and roll radio station. TenQ, I love music. That's the OJs. Charlie Tuna, 804. Any of you business executives driving into work right now might want to listen to this. There is a business psychologist who is alleging the average corporate executive is, in his words, 5/6 of the way toward a nervous breakdown. James Gallagher, who works with Career Management Associates in New York City, reports most people crack up when they reach what he calls a stress score of 300. He says a majority of business executives he has interviewed have stress scores hovering around the 250 mark. Now, to figure how you get to that magical number, Gallagher gives you, for instance, a stress score of 100 if your wife would die, or 73 if you get divorced. The business and financial uncertainty also add points to your stress rating. If life looks rosy in your corner of the business world, however, don't be too confident. Gallagher also gives you 50 stress points just for having a happy marriage.
Let me get straight to the point.
You reckon it really comes from a cow?
It's 8:07. Firefall, Strange Way on TenQ. TenQ. Huh. Firefall, Strange Way. Charlie Tuna, it's 8:11. They have hotlines for just about everything these days, don't they? I mean, they have the drug hotline. They have the runaway hotline we were talking about. We have other hotlines for parents who can't cope. They have hotlines for just about everything. Well, there is a new hotline I'm going to try and call here in just a second and see if this one really works. We have some morning traffic. First report, eastbound Simi Valley Freeway at Topanga exit. There's an accident. Northbound Harbor Freeway at San Diego Freeway, a stalled van. Southbound Glendale Freeway near the San Fernando Road, a 2-car bumper. Westbound Pomona Freeway west of the Rosemead exit, a 3-car crunch. Northbound Orange Freeway at Diamond Bar off to the side of collision. Northbound San Diego Freeway south of the Jefferson off-ramp, a fender bender. Southbound San Diego Freeway north of Seal Beach Boulevard, a car fire. And the westbound Ventura Freeway at Hampshire Road, that's out in Ventura County, there is a paper truck ablaze. And in 1 minute, a new hotline that is open.
All right, sir, for $1 million. What has futuristic 19th annual Lux discount tickets available at all participating 7-Eleven stores. Another RG Canning attraction.
All right, now, there's a group of ecologists who think Americans already have too many possessions, and they have set up a telephone hotline service to help people break the buying habit, basically. Let's say you really crave an electric sandwich spreader, to take the muss and the fuss out of spreading mayonnaise and or mustard. Well, you call the hotline, and the friendly ecologist will tell you all about the awful things your automatic sandwich spreader will do to the environment, and they hope they will convince you to borrow, share, or rent one, and preferably forget the whole thing. It's an anti-buying hotline, and it calls itself Mint, M-I-N-T, after the herb, which grows everywhere, free for the asking. According to a Mint member, Michael Phillips, it says if you make money, you or someone else spends it. Spending means consuming, and consuming means using up what's available. So I have had this compulsion to buy an item for about 3 weeks now, and I've been looking around at them, so I'm going to just see now if the Mint hotline can talk me out of it. Hello?
Hi.
Oh.
We're out now, which, as you've noticed, often happens.
Oh, no.
If you leave a message at the sound of the tone, we'll return the call as soon as we get back. Again, sorry we're not here in person. Bye-bye.
Anti-buying hotline is out? Oh, but well, I'll leave the message then. Oh, I was calling because I had this overwhelming compulsion to buy an automatic answering device, and I needed to talk to Mint, but you're not there, and, well, this hasn't really helped things any, being put on a recording. 8:15 on TenQ. TenQ, Double Vision. It's Charlie Tuna with Foreigner at 8:19 and Boyd R. Britton.
Good morning.
Well, you go first.
Well, I was just thinking the people from Mint were probably out shopping.
You suppose?
Well,
Christmas
why not?
shopping. I was just looking ahead to tomorrow, sort of a sneak preview at this date in history and the birthdays and everything. Huh? And one of my all-time favorite actresses, who really hasn't gotten the notoriety that I think she deserves, back at, 2 radio stations ago when we worked together, we'd brought her name up, and I don't know if you concurred or not. Joanna Pettit is 34 tomorrow. And she is just, I think, one of the real lovely ladies of the screen who doesn't, but certainly in talking to a lot of male friends, they all have the quiet attention that she deserves.
Oh, speaking of show business, I just noticed that today is the 20th anniversary of the death of actor Tyrone Power.
Huh.
Fascinating. And, down at the airport today, don't worry. I'm sorry, it's not L.A. Airport, only Long Beach Airport. If you go down there, don't worry if you see what looks like a terrorist attack and executive kidnapping. Yes. It's a martial arts security service showing off for some purpose or another. They don't seem to explain. We want to correct the facts and figures of the morning. Of course, it says here that the grape is beating out the orange, and Americans are drinking nearly twice as much wine as orange juice. However, that's only 4 quarts per person of orange juice and 7 quarts per person of wine. The average American drank 132 quarts of milk in the past year.
One other note that we have probably overlooked, and I doubt if any other radio station will take about note of this today. The annual Elephant Roundup starts today in Thailand.
Oh, good. I've been snapping my fingers all morning. Keep those elephants away. It's worked so far. Oh, and one other note. This is just a note of, it's a fast food order. It's 2 hamburgers to go. Hold the worms. From the to TenQ.
8:25. Well, being a public airway facility, Boyd, as we are, we always have to offer equal time. I would just like to go on record here at TenQ.
Well, we don't always have to.
No, but I mean, in this case, I think we should. I will go on record right now that between now and, the end of the show on Friday morning, any USC or UCLA song girls that would like to come down here in the studio with me on the morning show and do your USC or UCLA cheer, you're certainly more than welcome to our microphones.
Or my microphone.
Or
at home.
Chicago, alive again. TenQ. For this hour, you'll hear more of the best boogie in Southern California. 8:29 with Charlie Tuna. And love is alive, too. TenQ. Love is alive. Gary Wright, Charlie Tuna at 8:33. 520 WINS is my telephone in case any USC or UCLA song girls need directions to get here to our studios. We're only about 10 minutes away from the USC campus, maybe 25 from Westwood, so TenQ. Part-Time Love. Elton John from his new album, A Single Man. It's 8:36, an album man, too, for that matter. It's Charlie Tuna. I just tried to get a hold of Andrew Fracknoy, who is a scientist. Please. And he's the head of the Astronomical Society of the Pacific. And he has gone on record as talking about, since astrology came to the forefront some 2,000 years ago, the Earth's position in relation to the stars has changed. And now all the astrological tables are out of kilter. And he said everybody has been assigned the wrong sun sign. And he goes on, he's no friend of astrology, incidentally. He believes the ancient art is bunk because there's never been a shred of evidence in favor of it. He also claims astrologists have known the changing position of the constellations, but have kept that information from amateur astrology buffs. So I'm going to try, we tried the office, he is not in yet, but we'll check with the Astronomical Society of the Pacific in Palo Alto here in about another 30 minutes. Perhaps they'll be open by then. In the meantime, Robinson's Disco Disco Skate. That's going to be opening up Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock. I'm going to be over there to MC it. It's Robinson's Beverly Hills Garden Patio. And for those who have not heard, starts at 2. It stars Bobby Vinton's Rock and Rollers. Penny Marshall, Eric Estrada from Chips will be there. Judging by their latest ratings, he'll have a bigger smile on his face than ever. Stockard Channing, Fabian will be there, my old friend, Dave Arden, and Gail Gordon from the CBS television special, which premieres November 20th at 8 p.m. on Channel 2. The show was produced by Sid and Marty Croft. Come out and see the championship skaters disco on wheels. They'll be wearing the latest, have you heard this? Disco skating fashions? The disco skating fashions are by Laguna Sportswear. There'll be a fashion show, prizes, a skating tournament. So bring your skates and enter the disco skating tournament. Gift certificates and Gunrunner skates by Mattel and Laguna Sportswear to be awarded to the best disco skaters in 2 categories, individual guy and gal and couple. Pick up your entry forms at Robinson's, Beverly Hills. The forms must be returned to Robinson's, Beverly Hills by noon on Saturday, November 18th. We'll plan to see you over there a Sunday afternoon at Robinson's, Beverly Hills, and the disco skate this coming Sunday at 2. 8:38, the breakfast cereal. A few minutes. For those who have ever attended a retirement party, you are going to be there again with Bob Newhart on TenQ. TenQ, that's Crystal Gale. That is M.G. Kelly's Secret Flame. Like Joanna Pettit for me. It's called Don't It Make My Brown Eyes Blue. It's 8:40, Charlie Tuna. Orange County has received additional funding to serve the low-income population. Interested in qualified agencies should contact the Orange County Community Development Council by November 29th. Call this number, 714-547-6801. It's morning traffic, then the breakfast cereal with the retirement party. Northbound San Gabriel Freeway, Transition Road to the southbound Santa Ana Freeway. An accident reported there. Westbound San Bernardino Freeway at New Avenue, a 2-car slammer. Eastbound Riverside Freeway near Tustin, a stalled vehicle. And the northbound San Diego Freeway, a stalled vehicle is blocking the north-off exit.
San Francisco 1850.
Got a legend to live up to, a reputation at stake.
It's 8:42. It's 8:45 on TenQ. TenQ, 8:52, and MacArthur Park, Donna Summer with Charlie Tuna and Boyd R. Britton.
Hi there.
With the striped pair of pants.
No, not really. So I noticed that your yellow cotton dress hanging in the closet now. That's what happened. Oh, well, anyway.
You want to
what a morning. This news is just, Skid Row arms itself. INS personnel cuts as alien wave continues. Missile money request okayed. Mom called police about $10 million man.
You want to hear
rumors about McDonald's? It's depressing.
Another sad story, too, and I bring this up simply because it just gives evidence of how we act sometimes as our human species. They had the death recently at Marineland, well, not only, the day before yesterday, of Orky's, the whale cat.
Right.
But now they also had the death of a wild dolphin. They have been very famous out there for nursing 6 sea mammals and returning them to the ocean. Mm-hmm. But they found a rhesus dolphin floating in San Pedro Harbor, unable to swim or eat, and after 10 days of careful nursing, the dolphin died at Marineland, and autopsies showed the dolphin's vital organs had been blocked by an incredible number of foreign bodies it had swallowed. The foreign bodies included about 25 giant plastic trash bags, 2 plastic rings that hold a 6-pack of beer together, and about 25 feet of plastic twine. In all, the dolphin had swallowed about 8 pounds of non-biodegradable litter, all of which had been tossed into the harbor down there.
Oh, wonderful. Well, there's another report that I think it's Friends of Wildlife. One of those organizations, I'd have to check the name, is protesting a decision by the U.S. government to lift an export quota on bobcat pelts. Apparently, they're very valuable overseas, and now the bobcat may be hunted into an endangered status here in the country.
We're an endangered species.
At the rate we're going, we're going to endanger ourselves right out of it one of these days. From the TenQ
London.
Okay.
We had to go to to get the positive news.
I guess so. Right, executive sports promoter. You have to be asked. You've got to have a track record of organizing Olympics. Get the guys from Montreal. They know how to do it, right?
Yeah.
Mayor Drapeau was reelected. All you got to be is French. Sunny today and a high in the upper 60s at TenQ.
8:58. They're talking about all the depressing.
I'm leaving, too.
What do Happy Talk newscasters on TV do on days like this, anyway?
They do what I do. Drink.
KTNQ, Los Angeles 10Q, 902 with Charlie Tuna on LA's only rock and roll radio station, 10Q. Sister golden hair. Blondes have more fun. You can find them in the dark. TenQ 906. Charlie Tuna. Well, I've had about, 12, 13, 14 calls so far from a crew at a McDonald's here in Los Angeles. Said their manager, Kathy Wilson, is a big Al Stewart fan, and I should play Time Passages for her. So here's Al.
It was late.
TenQ 910 here with Charlie Tuna in the morning. The sun comes up. Of course, as the sun goes down, a little bit after that, 8 o'clock, it's the beginning of the Unheard Disc Jockey Show. M.G. Kelly. See who his guest is tonight. A guest DJ tonight. I don't know what it is, but for some reason I have this compulsion now to go out and buy a Mustang. TenQ 914 and Charlie Tuna. Fair skies, slightly warmer today. High eventually 68. It's 56 downtown. It's TenQ 917 with Charlie Tuna. Feelings. You have any? 520 WINS is your feeling hotline. TenQ. That's Morris Albert's feelings. Charlie Tuna. Mine are pretty evident, I think. 920. Tonight, any of you midnight special buffs, we have the latest album by Leonard Skinner. First and Last, the feature LP. Tonight at midnight on the Q with our plumber, Nancy. She'll be here. TenQ. Right down the line. It's Charlie Tuna. It's 924. Just put a call in a second ago to the Astronomical Society of the Pacific up near Palo Alto and trying to get a hold of scientist Andrew Fracknoy, who is a scientist that contends that the Earth's position in relation to the stars has changed since astrology was invented 2,000 years ago. And as a result, we're all different signs than we really think that we are. I'm an Aries, at least according to 2,000 years ago in the sun signs. We'll find out from Andrew perhaps what I am. If not this morning, I just called and he's not there. Tomorrow morning, perhaps. It's not in the stars, I guess, that I talked today. Fair through tomorrow's the weather, slightly warmer. 68 the high today, tomorrow up to 70. The temperature is 9 a.m. In the valley, it's clear, 53. Orange County has a little morning haze, and it's 54. 57 at the beach cities, 56 at Civic Center. Traffic advisory, the inside lane of the eastbound Ventura Freeway between Reseda Boulevard and White Oak Avenue out in the Tarzana area is going to be closed from 11 a.m. till 2 p.m. for surveying work. What are they going to do? Put up a wall on that side of the freeway, too? Eastbound Ventura Freeway motorists are strongly advised to use alternate routes such as Ventura Boulevard east of Topanga or use Burbank Boulevard. Tie up all those streets, sure. That's between Reseda and White Oak, the inside lane of the eastbound Ventura Freeway, which will really hang things up out there.